What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Sim. This is episode 41. We're in New Orleans. About to go to... Just make sure I'm clear. Tell you where we're going as soon as we get out of this little area. We don't need fuel. I don't need to stop. We're heading to Columbia, South Carolina, I believe it is. Yeah, Columbia, I believe it's South Carolina. I was gonna take a trip. There was actually more trips than I thought there would be, but most of them were headed back to Prim, Nevada, and Los Angeles, and there was another one that was like Eureka or something. I decided to pass on those. I need clutch fluid. I decided to pass on those and just continue going through places I haven't traveled through, even though they're quite different. There was Albany, I believe it's New York or somewhere up there. No, Albany, I don't know. There was an Albany, and there was something in Connecticut, which I thought was pretty far. Then there was Nashville, Tennessee, which was only about 500 miles. And then there was nothing to Florida. Oh, there was one to Nogales again. There was one to some part of... whoa. Almost missed that one. Too busy staring off into the... I was like visualizing what I was visualizing the freight market map, and I kind of got, obviously got thrown for a loop. Yeah, but there were about 7 to 8 jobs. So what I set up for this map was, instead of going directly, because I think directly to it was about 600 miles, I'm gonna go through Atlanta through Mobile, Alabama, I think it is. And then I'm going to go through Atlanta, Georgia, so that when we get to our next spot, maybe there'll be some Atlanta, Georgia places, or maybe there'll be some Mobile places, instead of us just having to go back to where I'd go back and forth to like Lubbock or whatever, but I just don't want to go all the way back to California or something like that. Maybe if I get up to like, not Portland, Maine, but the one that's really at the top. I'm not sure what the name of the city is, but the one that's at the very top. Go from there all the way to like Los Angeles or something. I think that'd be a fun trip. I don't know how long it would take, but we'd have to check the mileage first. So what we have is a road roller on this trip. Smooth the asphalt. I think that's what they're used for. Making roads. Not making roads, but fixing roads. They put down all the asphalt, and then that other machine comes and makes it smooth, and then the road roller comes by and makes it smoother. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it... Because I have like this new machine. Not a new machine, but really high-tech machine that kind of makes it perfect. I don't know what the road roller is used for. Maybe to make it extra perfect? I don't know. Dum-da-da-dum. So I moved around some priority things. Because I had jobs for uncommon cargoes, like at the bottom of the list. So I moved it up to about the middle, like 3/4 of the way up the list. So maybe we'll get some uncommon cargoes. So I made this one here. Basically, all we're doing is going into the city, making a U-turn, and then coming back out. And then, yeah. Whoa, why are you slowing down so much, buddy? That's how people get rear-ended when you slow down to 30 miles an hour on a off-ramp and then speed it up to 65, what you're at now. Mobile, Alabama. I thought I heard somebody next to me. Oh, we already discovered it. We don't even have to go all the way in. But where am I gonna turn? I'll turn around at the sleepy sleep. I'm pausing the game. Anytime you see it do that, I'm normally hitting escape. Do a totally non-legit U-turn here. Go. I'm trying to do an illegal maneuver here. Don't hit me. Be your fault. I guess technically it'd be my fault. That was weird. Because I was in like 3rd and I went to 8th and it just had no power whatsoever. These are the type of interchanges I like, the loopy loops. I should have went in further to the city just to see it a little bit more, but once it said discovered, I was fine with that. Cuts a little time off of my you know, I probably would have added like 30 minutes onto my trip time. But instead, I didn't have to go all the way into the city. Alright. Concentration is not real at the moment. This guy looks like he has no lights on his truck. And I put in a mod for the chevrons, which are when you're on like the windy roads. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, but when you're on the windy roads and the turning signals that tell you that the turns ahead, and they'll have like they'll yellow, and they have like the black chevrons on them to tell you to turn which way you're which way the turn is coming up. I made them. Well, I haven't seen them yet in the game, but once we do see them, I want to see if the mod is working to see if they're reflective, because they're supposed to be reflective in real life. Anytime your headlights shine up against them, they get reflective. So I want to see if those are working one day. Or maybe we passed them at one point and they were already reflective. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping my eye on it because I just thought of it a couple minutes ago, or a couple of seconds ago. Whoa. 2 horns. That one? Huh. Oh, and what I did notice is anytime, I don't know if you guys remember, but I used to always hit my flashers when I was leaving the way station, or getting on some freeways, or doing anything where I didn't want anybody to pass me. Now, when you have your flashers on, it doesn't matter. The traffic just keeps going by you, which I think is realistic. You don't automatically see a semi with its flashers on and be like, oh, gotta hit my brakes. So they did fix that. Although I did like it when I was coming out of a way station that they would slow down. But whatever. I want to buy a new car, but I don't know what I want yet. I'm so indecisive. That's like when I buy games and it gives me the option of a refund if you lose. I mean, if you don't use 2 hours, if you don't play 2 hours of the game, you can always refund it. I'm like, yeah, I really don't like this game anymore. So I'll refund it. If they were to give me that option with a car in real life, that'd be so awesome. Just drive it for a couple days, 2 days. Be like, nope, I don't like this car anymore. But I don't know what I want. I used to want a because I had an old Mark II Volkswagen. And I kind of want I don't know what they're at now, Mark 6, Mark 7, maybe even higher, I don't know, I haven't kept track. I only keep track of the old school ones, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4, and Mark 5. Or I think Mark 5's more new school, but I just kept up until Mark 5, and I don't know what they're at now, but I kind of like the new GTIs, Volkswagen Golf GTI. But then again, compared to my car, it's way smaller in trunk space. You don't really have any, and I like to play golf every once in a while, and most of the time I get picked up. My cousin will come pick me up on the way, and I really don't have to take my car. But if I ever do have to take my car golfing, I want my clubs to be able to fit in the trunk without having to push down one of my back seats to fit them in there. Or if I ever go on vacation or something like that and I take my car, because if I were to get it, it'd be a manual transmission. Not that that has anything to do with what I'm about to say, but you know, with the current car that I have, I could put 3 suitcases in my trunk, and it's just a sedan. It's a mid-sized sedan. I could fit everything in my mid-size sedan trunk without worrying about, you know, having to put stuff in the back seat of my car. I mean, I still end up putting some stuff in there, but just the stuff that, you know, like my insulin stuff and just, you know, food or snacks or water bottles or whatever, anything within reach, so I can just grab it from the back seat. So that car wouldn't be great for that, because all my stuff would be, I'd have to put my seats, my back seats, if I had the Golf GTI anyway, I'd have to put the seats fully down and put all the stuff back there in the back seat. And I've always wanted to buy a like a Challenger. When I first saw the Challenger come out, the newer Challenger, obviously, or even the Charger. The only thing I don't like about the Charger, it being a sports car and all, well, first, I don't like the name because I'm a Raider fan, and B, I don't like that it's a 4-door. I think it should be a 2-door, like the Challenger. I don't know why they would have a sports car be a 4-door. I know somebody did it, probably on like West Coast Customs or something, one of the TV shows that I watched, and I think it looked awesome as a 2-door Charger, but that costs like probably like 20 grand for someone like myself to go and have somebody fabricate that, and I just don't have that money, right, you know, at the moment. If I get a car, I want it, you know, I want to be able to drive it right away. And I'm also a fan of like, I don't like CVPIs, like the cop. What I was getting at was I like old police cars, but not police, not like Crown Victorias. I like old Dodge Chargers or Ford Explorers, or even the older, what they have in like other states is the like the undercover like Tahoes, where they're just painted, you know, it's just a black Tahoe. I think they're like 2010s or 2012s Tahoe, with Steelies on it and the chrome center cap, and then the Go Rhino push bumper on the front. I just like the way that they look. I'm not, you know, because I'm not really a fan of people that have like old police cars and they keep the spotlights on the side and they tint the windows completely illegal. Like, I live out in California, you can't have all tinted windows, but these people will keep it at all tinted windows, and then they'll pass you and it'll be like a skater kid in there. But then again, I'm going against it, you know, wanting an old. The only thing I want is a push bar. I don't want to drill holes inside of. I can probably buy one, but I kind of like the power that the police interceptor motors have on them, or any police car for that matter, even the Chevy Yukon, or not the Yukon, but the Tahoes have. They always have a bigger motor in them. But then, you know, if you buy something like that, you always have to worry about how many hours are on the. When you buy a police car, an old police, like a Tahoe, or a Crown, even a Crown Vic, or the Taurus, or the Explorers, you have to worry about how many hours are on that vehicle. And I don't want to have to worry about that, so maybe I just buy like a older Chevy Tahoe and I don't want to drill holes in my driver door to put a spotlight, because that would suck. That just retail value just goes down. Not that it was high anyways if it's used, but I think you guys know what I'm getting at. I just like the style of having a push bar. Everybody, I mean, people have bull bars on I think this is where we're going through Atlanta. People have bull bars on fronts of trucks so that they could push cows out of the way. I just want a push bar. They can keep their walkie-talkies. They can keep their... Because I don't know somebody, but I follow somebody on YouTube. They have a gaming channel, and they're always playing as police officers in the game. But one of them has an old... Whoa, we're going way too fast. Trying to turn off the blinker. But one has an old Crown Victoria police car, and then the center console is all like a cop car would be, and then like it has the walkie-talkie and none of the buttons work. I think he does actually have working like blue lights or whatever, but he says he only uses them at his house or something. But I think that's still impersonating a police officer. That's just my personal opinion. Hey, look at this city. Can we turn around anywhere, or do we have to go through here? Actually, I was going to stop here to sleep. How many hours? Wait, I got to get off anyways. But how many hours? 3 hours? Yeah, so we got to sleep anyways. This thing like insta stops. Nope. Hey. I don't need fuel, but I do need sleep. There's no sleep at the gas station. It'd be awesome if they had like parking lots that were big enough that you could just pull in and sleep at, as opposed to, you know, having a look at this stop sign at this. What am I, Grand Theft Auto? Am I playing Grand Theft Auto? They have a stop sign and a go, buddy. Don't wait till last minute. That's pretty cool. U-Haul. The little trees. Don't hit them. Lights go off at 6. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the advantage of this and sleep here, because I don't know when the next sleeping thing is. Uh-oh. Well, you know what? We'll go. Hold on. I'll just sleep over here and then go out the other way, I suppose. Or maybe I can back out. Wow, that was a horrible job parking. I don't care. Wait, which way do we gotta go? Trying to see if this is right as I back out into uncharted territory. I'm facing the wrong way, I think. Hold on. Yeah. Gosh darn it. Wait. Hold on. As I block all lanes of traffic. I thought that's where... Oh yeah. Wait. I gotta go east. I think. Well, yeah. Where did I come from? Didn't I come? Oh yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Look how bright those lights are. I know. Horrible driving. Hey, thanks for waiting as I figure out life. Appreciate it. Sorry, everybody. Not sorry. I was all confused there. It's probably because I didn't do the plan that I was going to do, which was leave the way, you know, just go around, completely go around the building. If I would have done that, then I would have known more or less which way I was going. Really? So, I don't have that much time remaining. 15 hours remains. Oh, 5 hours. 5 hours. Okay. I was about to say. I don't know what I was about to say, but I was about to say something. I always look at this one and think that's how much time I have left when it's really 5 hours remaining. And you know how much that would suck to hit enter right here and just cancel the job that I'm on? That would really suck. Hopefully there would be like a prompt like, do you really want to abandon this job? Because I would probably mess that up. I've never noticed that. Hopefully I'd never take advantage of that or push that button, enter. I don't really push enter a lot anyways, because most of the time I hit enter, like, whoa! Why did I stop so soon? I wonder if all these license plates changed. Because I noticed when we went through Texas, they were all New Mexico plates. I didn't see any Texas plates though. Why did I go to low? You wanna race? What kind of plate is that on that car next to us? California? What does it say? I don't know. Or maybe it says South Carolina? Says ka something. I'm sure we'll be at a light and there'll be a car in front of us. And then we could tell. Or next to us. Because I can't see that plate. But they're all the same. They're not California though. We were going through New Mexico, I saw the orange ones, so I was like, yep, those are New Mexico plates. But I haven't been... When we got into Texas, I didn't see any Texas plates. I know what they look like. Some of them are red, white, and blue. And then some of them... Hey, that box truck just did that thing. I think the newer ones are just white, and then in black letters they say Texas. I think. What is a van? This van? Oh, it's way too fast. See, here's some scenery. Trees. Hey developers, hire this guy that made this coast-to-coast map. He makes buildings. You know, every time I go through, like, I mean, obviously there's only one major city well, there's 3 in Portland, but in most of the cities, most of the states, there's only one major city, or one city that's on there. You know, as opposed to making, you know, Memphis, Tennessee, and or they have Nashville, but Memphis, and I can't think of anything else. But just making just a bunch of different cities, kind of like Florida has a couple. I was thinking of in the 3 episode when on the I'm Free episode came out, which I think was 39. The one I was trying to think of in Florida was Sarasota, where all the old people go and retire. But yeah, whoever made this, like I said, whoever made this coast-to-coast map, you know, obviously has some talent to making the entire state, you know, and putting trees everywhere, and, you know, I don't know. I personally couldn't do it. I'm sure, you know, if I had the technology to do it, I'd probably figure it out, but to put that many hours into it, I don't know if I could. I think I'd rather just play the game and hope that other people, like the person that made this coast-to-coast map, came out with, you know, more cities. But I can't be that demanding because it is a mod, and like I said, I'm very thankful for the person that made this mod because I was stuck. I felt jailed in those 3 states. So I can't really say much, but in the future, like they do have Viva Mexico or something, and you could travel down to Mexico with, like with this mod, I can add, I can use the coast-to-coast mod, I can add Mexico as a mod, which I don't know if I'd want to go to, oh, we've entered South Carolina. Mexico mod and a Canada mod. So maybe with Canada I can go to Alaska after that. I don't know. But I really don't know that many places in Canada to go to besides Montreal, Ottawa, and Toronto. I think that's about it. I don't know any other places. I think the only reason I know Ottawa is because I saw the hockey team win tonight or last night. I think they won. Yeah, they won. Or it said OTT. I was assuming it's Ottawa. Ottawa, whatever. And then Toronto Blue Jays are from Toronto, Canada, I think. I don't know what else I said. Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal. I think that's it. Mexico, I don't know what they had in Mexico. I'd have to look at the mod to see what cities they had there. I just hope there's not that many crappy drivers. Well, I don't know if they can get worse than this game. Well, in this version, the traffic is horrible. They have a map mod out there for the drivers to be more realistic, and by realistic I mean like more dangerous, pretty much. Like they'll swerve in front of you and hit the brakes, and then there'll be a lot more traffic. I go, no, I don't want a lot more traffic. I can barely deal with what it is right now. And they also have a mod to have police cars and fire engines, you know, pretending like they're going to places, but just pass you on the freeway or pass you on the road. And I think that would make the traffic go even more crazy. So I'm kind of glad I didn't install that one. Whoa. Talk about engine rev. Train! It's the train! Hey, we discovered Colombia. One locomotive, that's it? They do have a train mod for this game to add more cars. I have passed some areas in which they had more cars. Why is there 2 service stations here? Oh, because Peterbilt's here. Where am I going? So much stuff on the map. Can't even. You better be slowing down there, pal. Hey, there's a Walmart here. It's so like tight knit on the map, I can't even see where I need to go. I did pull out a loan too. I think I pulled out like a $500,000 loan because I wanted to get the I wanted to get a loan. What am I doing? I wanted to get a garage somewhere. Uh-oh. Look at all this space I have on this side. So where are we going? Over there? Over there. We'll just park right here. Just want to make sure I clear this. Look at it seems like we have headlights back there because they're so bright. I just wanted to make sure I cleared the sandbags or whatever those things are back there. Alright, I gotta get over about here. Wherever those wherever those markings are, pretty much. Now we're just too far over. Just keep going back and forth until I get it. Nope. You think with the straight in spot, it wouldn't be this difficult. It's kind of crooked. Not bad. Actually, that's pretty good. Truck's a little turned, but the trailer's in the spot, so I'm going to take that one. Excellent. 715 miles, 20 hours, 48 minutes, 104.9 gallons consumed. $18,668, 863 XP. So we're not getting the we're getting the normal XP. We used to get like 3,000, 2,000 XP. We're just getting the normal right now. If we travel back, I'll show you. If we travel back to like anywhere in California or Arizona, Nevada, let's see, South Carolina. Is it just gonna say South Carolina? What's the city? Columbia. So that's about 1,175 miles. It's only $26,000. Minnesota, that's pretty far too. Indianapolis, that's alright. It's not that far. But if we were to go to Kingman, we'd get $58,000. 2,054 miles. That's a long drive. Fort Lauderdale, I might consider doing something like that. And then discovering Savannah, Jacksonville, Boca, or whatever on the way down. You know, discovering all those places, just like pulling into the cities. And then Lubbock, Texas is pretty far now. 35-hour trip time. And if we go to Nogales, it's $50,000. Norfolk. I think that's where it was. They wanted us to go from New Orleans to Norfolk, Virginia. Oxnard. Wow, that's far. For 56,000. No thanks. Columbia, Spokane, Washington. That's 2,500 miles. 2,700 miles. 1,200 miles. Yeah. So I might do this one. It's a short, well, not short. It's about the same distance from New Orleans to where we came from, just going south. So I can discover all these places so that once we discover all these places, they'll give us more places to travel on the map itself. So what is it? Pennsylvania has Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, Albany and Rochester, and then Maine has Holton, which is way up there, the top. And then most of these just have one. Boston, West Virginia has one, Charleston, Tennessee has one, Oklahoma City and Tulsa, they have two, Texas has a bunch, 6, 2, 4, 7. You know, compared to the, Arizona has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Didn't we travel through this place? Oh, we didn't get off at the exit. I think that's why it didn't give it to us. New Mexico. So Carlsbad is like right here, right on the corner. This I was talking about the corner in the last episode. It'd be about, you know, like right here is Carlsbad, and then Roswell is somewhere over here or somewhere in this vicinity. I don't know where. I don't think it's up here. I think it's actually right here somewhere. Denver, Utah has Moab and Butte. Nope, Salt Lake City. Where's Butte? Oh, it's in Montana. Hey, it looks like a face. Nose, mouth. Yeah. So then if we were to get it, we'd get access to Canada, and then we get access to Mexico, which it won't let us go that far, but if we get access to it, we'd be able to go, you know, down to Mexico, which I'm still debating on adding. North Carolina has 3. I didn't even notice that. Interesting. What is this, right on the border? Washington, Baltimore, Connecticut. So yeah, I'll probably do South Carolina to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That's the one I'll probably do. I don't really want to travel. Well, I don't want to go all the way to California. Or not California. Yeah, California. Or it seems pretty far now to go all the way that distance. But I'm glad we have more than 8, like 4 or 5. I'm glad we have a plethora that aren't, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so we have 9 different places to go that aren't in California, Arizona, Nevada. So, yeah, and I'll show you our loan. Oh, we already paid it off. I took out a loan, but I must have already paid it back. But what I'm going to do here, since I am here, Wait, do we have it here? Oh yeah, there's a garage here. I'm gonna get a garage here. I'll probably put a truck here. And then we gotta fix our truck. So I'm gonna go here, fix the truck. And then probably go down here, get some gas. And then just go to sleep. And then whenever we wake up, we can, maybe I'll go to BP. Why is BP? Maybe it's a gas station. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go here and sleep. I don't know. I'll go somewhere and sleep. Maybe the service station or maybe my garage. I don't know. But yeah. So let me get back to over here. Oh yeah, and it changed too. 22.6% discovered when it was at like 90% discovered or 85. That's a pretty nice view right there. Alright guys, I want to thank you guys and girls for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Peace out.